Are you afraid to discover the truth about your neighbors? Emily wasn't until she did. Emily always noticed things. Living alone in suburbia, she found comfort in routine, but Mrs. Gallagher, her elderly neighbor, was different. Kind yet mysterious. Over weeks, Mrs. Gallagher's odd behavior gnawed at Emily, late-night outings, flickering lights, and eerie stillness. One evening, Emily found Mrs. Gallagher's door ajar, silent and foreboding. Days passed, and Mrs. Gallagher vanished. Her mailbox overflowed, and a foul smell wafted from her apartment. Fear gripped Emily as shadows grew longer. One night, a scratching sound at her door jolted her awake. "Emily, help me," Mrs. Gallagher's distorted voice whispered. Trembling, Emily peeked through the peephole, but the scratching stopped. Turning around, she froze. Mrs. Gallagher stood in her hallway, but it wasn't her. Pale, hollow-eyed, and grinning unnaturally, Emily fled, locking herself in her room, heart racing. The scratching returned. "Let me in, Emily. I'm so cold." Morning brought false normalcy, but Emily knew the horror was real. Mrs. Gallagher was gone, but something dark remained, waiting, wanting Emily next.